hickory-dickory-dock. Time to beat the clock. Time for fun has now begun. Let's all play Beat the Clock.
Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania, a quality name in lighting, photo lamps, radio tubes, television, electronics.
Let's all play Beat the Clock.
Now here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Kiner.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show where you have the time of your life playing against time for big-time prizes. Let's go over here and find out who our first contestants are this evening, and they are Mr. and Mrs. John McKenzie, New London, Connecticut, Lieutenant J.G. Submarine. Welcome to our show, and nice to have you here with us tonight. Lieutenant, nice to have you here. As you may or may not know, we're having Armed Forces Day today, celebrate all over the United States. Of course, that's one day which the government can set aside to recognize the merit and the tremendous contribution to the safety and peace of the world, it seems to be, of all of the branches of our wonderful armed services. So we're happy to have you here, sir, representing the Navy. You've been married 4 years. You have one son and one daughter?
Right.
Boy, oh boy. Thank you very much, Roxanne. Here we have for you, and I think the kids will love this, our new Beat the Clock game. Isn't that a beauty? And we've got in it a whole lot of props, plus a very special little clock we've had made up, so you can actually do the timing yourself and everything else, and props and things and directions how to use them. You can play Beat the Clock at home just like we do here on the show. All these stunts are based on stunts that have been written by Frank Wayne and Bob Howard, our writers, and I think you just have a wonderful time with it. So you take that along with you. Set it down where it's handy there for you, and hope the kids enjoy it. Now, incidentally, if you do not know, our bonus stunt with the famous top hat and the toupees is worth $2,200 tonight. So we see what happens whenever the bell rings. Whoever's up here at that time gets a chance at that bonus. As for you two on the $100 clock, oh, we have a little hunting for you. So if you both come over here with me, I'll show you what it is. Now, down here on the floor, we have a series, as you see, of guns. Now, I want to show you something about these guns, if I may. First of all, your job, sir, will be to cock these guns. And they cock kind of hard. You have to kind of break them down like that till they click, then force them all the way back till it clicks again. You will have to shoot them. Want to fire it? Big noise and a lot of smoke. Watch. There you are. See? Kind of fun. Now, all you have to do is to cock these guns one at a time, hand it to your wife, she fires it, you cock the next one, hand it to your wife, she fires that, you cock the third and hand it to her, she fires that, and that's all there is to it.
3 times.
3 times. Once each gun. That's all you have to do. In the meantime, this little balloon will be floating in the air. Now, what you do is this. When I say go, you hit that balloon up as high as you can. While it's up there, you go through this whole thing of all 3 guns. And you may not touch this balloon again until the 3rd gun has been fired by your wife. Then you grab it before it hits the ground. Got the idea? All righty. Take a look at the clock and see how many seconds you have. 50 seconds. There's the balloon. There are the guns.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
We're ready.
All right. Go. Oh, I'm sorry you missed on that one. Come on, wait a minute. I'll get the balloon down here. Come back here. Where's the balloon? All right, here we go. Oh, bring out another balloon. I broke the balloon, the balloon. Okay, here we are. Okay, take a look. You still have 44 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Way up in there. That's the boy. Cock it quick. Give it to her. Fire it. Cock the next one quick. Fire it. Cock the next one quick. Fire it. Oh, you did it. Boy, I'm telling you, you caught that just about at the keel. You were pretty near down the bottom of the submersion there. Well, that was a very, very good job. How old are your youngsters?
The little girl is 2.5.
Yeah.
The little boy is 10 months.
10 months. The reason I ask is because I don't know how many of you, I suppose you all remember Madeline and Betty, who worked with me so many years on the show. The reason they're absent is that they are increasing the population. And Madeline has had her baby, a little girl, Patricia, born a week ago, and she is 7.5 pounds. I guess she's more than that by now. So we want to welcome Madeline's baby, Patricia, to a world that we hope, thanks to you guys, will be a world at peace. To find out what your next stunt is, but right now let's join Roxanne on a picnic.
Do you like music, sunshine, and food?
Well, if you do, and who doesn't, you won't want to miss the triple summertime offer that's now at your Sylvania radio dealers.
For music, there's this beautiful and powerful Sylvania Catalina 3-way portable radio that gives you big set performance on batteries or on AC or DC current.
For sun, this famous Tartan suntan lotion.
Say that's right, Rox. And for food, this fold-away charcoal grill. It's wonderful for outdoor cooking. And now, you get all three. The Catalina, the Griddle Grill, and the Tartan, a $56 value for just $44.95. That's the usual price of the Catalina alone. And here's another great Sylvania offer, the Skylark Personal Portable Radio, complete with its own fine leather carrying case, plus these beautiful jeweled sunglasses and your tartan lotion. Here's a $44 value for just $34.95. Prices are slightly higher in the West and South. But both of these wonderful offers are strictly limited, friends, so don't wait. Hustle around to your Sylvania radio dealers right away.
Have you or a loved
November 29th on Buzzer.
Now, Miss Mackenzie, we will find out what we've done to that fine Lieutenant J.G. as soon as we get... There he is! See, we have our own kind of fatigues on this here show.
I'm used to this.
Are you? Well, I'll tell you what we have for you on the $200 clock. It involves a canteen. You have a place where you relax, don't you, on the base where you are?
On the base.
Yeah, well, we have one here on this base. Both of you come over here with me. I'll show you what kind of a canteen we have. Bring out our relaxing canteen, if you will, please. There we are. Isn't that lovely? You can really relax in this one, too. If you step up there, Wendy's going to give you a shower cap to put on, and then you can lie right down, Lieutenant. Hey, that looks good on you. I like that. Lie right down there, if you will, with your head on that pillow and your feet out here. And, Miss Mackenzie, if you'll step over there and step up on that ladder. That's the idea. No, not all the way on the top. Just up a couple of steps. Go ahead up. 1, maybe 2 steps. You may want to go 3. If you want to later, you can. That's up to you. Now, have here a little Coke bottle. Nothing refreshes like a Coke, you know. The pause that. I want you to take this in your left hand, if you will, and hold it on your forehead. Because it's empty now, but your wife is going to fill it for you. What with? Well, there we have a canteen, too. You see, and all you have to do is to pour the milk that's in there into the bottle, and as soon as it's reasonably well filled, we'll stop the clock, and you'll beat the clock. Want to take that for you? Now, we're going to make it real easy for you. We have something to help you pour this with, and here it is. Boy, look at that. Isn't that something? Look at that. Now, what you do is to hold that by this. Hold it right about down here. Pour it in the funnel. You'll find it comes out like a little fountain, and you can sort of guide it right over there. If you want to go up another step, you may. That's entirely up to you. You want to? Is that better? Huh? You like it better down. All right, take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. You have 45 seconds from the time I say go. Are you ready? Go. Keep pouring. We have more for you. Keep pouring. Get it over the bottle. Get it over the bottle. That's the girl. That's it. Get it right over. That's it. Get it right over the bottle. All right, give her a fresh one here. Here's a fresh canteen for you. There we are. Keep her going. You're doing fine. Keep her going. Hold it over the bottle. That's it. All right. Keep her going. Keep her going. All right. You got enough in there. Good. Stop the clock. Roxanne, come out here if you will. Stay right there if you will. Roxanne's going to take a picture of you. What?
Is this right now? I'm not
Well,
sure.
it's ready now. Yes, all you got to do is just press right at it. Aim it right at with that Sylvania flash bulb with the blue dot for sure shot.
No, it's
It
not.
Well, then turn it. Turn it.
We've
That's
been
it.
turning it.
Turn it to the next one there. That's the idea. Keep turning here. That's it. That's the next one. There. Now try that. Go ahead. Now try that. See if that works. Flash away. No, it still isn't cocked. I'm sorry. The camera, we got a broken camera. Get a fresh camera because we want you to have one of these Argus 75s. Maybe we can get a picture of it some other time. Thank you very much. And you come on over here. You stay there. The girls will get you all cleaned up. All right, Miss Mackenzie, come over here if you will, please. And if you'll step up on this little platform right back here and turn around and face the audience, you will now have in back of you our jackpot board. On it are all of the famous words of a saying or quotation that are well known, and all you got to do is get them back in order in 20 seconds so that they spell out the saying or quotation we're after. Do you understand? Okay, now don't look till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go. Hurry up, beat that clock if you can. Oh, golly, I'm sorry. It's the old quotation, you may fire when ready, Gridley. You may fire when ready, Gridley, part of our country's history. Come on back down here, but you did awfully well because you got through our $200 clock. Let's see what you've won.
It's America's smartest refrigerator. It's a beautiful 8-cubic-foot International Harvester. The only refrigerator you can decorate or leave gleaming white. Either way, there's more room for more food in your International Harvester refrigerator. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. McKenzie. You have just won a Beat the Clock prize worth more than $200.
My congratulations to you, too, Miss McKenzie. You'll find the lieutenant backstage safe and sound. Good night.
We're.com. So call 1-800-764-3896. Order now.
Roxanne, whom do we have now?
Bud, I'd like you to meet Chaplain and Mrs. David Johansson from New Rochelle.
Well, thank you very much, Roxanne, and nice to have you both here. Would you step in there so you can have microphones we can hear you on? How are you, sir? Very nice to have you here with us. You are attached to the Chaplain School at Fort Slocum, New Rochelle, is that right?
That's right, sir.
How long have you been in the Army, in the chaplain service?
Well, I've just come on active duty now within the last few weeks.
I see. What denomination?
With the Lutheran Church.
Lutheran Church. And how long have you been married to this fine man?
7 years.
He looks like they've been happy years, too.
They
The look on your
certainly
face.
have.
What about children?
No children.
No children. Well, you can make yourselves children. Thank you, Roxanne. With our Beat the Clock game, as we showed you before, it has all kinds of props and things in there that you can play. Stunts created by Frank Wayne and Bob Howard of our Beat the Clock staff.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Hope you enjoyed. I know you will. Incidentally, while I'm welcoming you folks, I'd like to take just a moment to welcome a new member of our Beat the Clock family in Fresno, California, KJEO TV. And we're awfully happy to have you folks in Fresno. Hope you enjoy being with us as much. All right, on the $100 clock, we can just set that down. As a matter of fact, Ginny, would you take this and put it over there for them so it won't be in their way? On your $100 clock, we have a problem for you. So if you'll come over here with me, I'll show you what it is. Now, first of all, if you stand right here, we're going to ask you to put on this little field jacket. And then if you will zip it up, it hooks into the bottom. You know how you work a zipper? You get it? And long sleeves in your way there, haven't you, huh? Let's see if I can start this up here for you. Now, this has to go down in there a little further. Well, I'm telling you, this could be a stunt all in itself. There we are. Okay. Now, if you'll slip into this Army raincoat, and I'm going to ask you to help. Virginia will help you, too, but you will sort of snap it up the front there. That's the idea. While she's doing that, I'll tell you what it is that you have to do so that you'll know a little bit in advance of actually having to do it. What you're going to have to do is, when I say go, is to remove the field jacket and drop it out on the floor without taking off the raincoat. Got the idea? Now, take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. You have 55 seconds, and I'll tell you how to do it. Wait just a minute now. You can't remove the raincoat. Oh, no. You cannot. You can't unsnap it or anything. Boy, you were getting yourself ready for a nice, easy stunt here, weren't you? All right. This must remain snapped and on at all times. What you do is this. You remove your arms inside the raincoat. You know, slide them up inside the sleeves, then unzip the jacket. It's like you'd have that over you like a house coat, and take the thing off, drop it down, put your hands back through the sleeves of the raincoat, and you got it. Got the idea? Okay, take a look now. 55 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Hold them in front if you have to. Just pull. That's it. Work them back in there. Come on. Keep pulling. They'll go. That's it. That will be easier. There you go. There we are. Now get the other one through. Come on, get the other one. Get the other one. That's it. Come on, get the arm in. Get it past your elbow here. It's hooked on your elbow. Come on, slide your elbow in there. There we go. Now, come on, slide it through. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. Come on, get that arm in. All right, now, do the jacket. Come on, quick. Hurry up, you haven't got much time. We've got about 6 seconds. Unzip it. Slide it off. Sorry you didn't beat the clock. The clock beat you, but a good try you made there. Believe me, we kind of envisioned you in that. And for being such a good sport, we have this for you right here. You can slip that down just off your shoulder. Just slip it right off her shoulders. That's the idea. It'll slip right down, I think. There she comes. Boy, really had you poured in there. Here's one of these lovely little Sylvania portable sets, and I hope you enjoy it in the best of good health. You and your fine chaplain husband, thank you very much for being with us tonight, sir. Goodbye. have we now?
Bud, we have now Airman First Class and Mrs. Daniel Snyders from Edgerton, Minnesota.
Well, thank you.
Stationed at Camp Kilmore, New Jersey.
Boy, you give me the whole works there, don't you? Well, it's certainly nice to have you both with us, too. How are you? Step right in there, if you will. And how do you do, sir? Hi, goodness. Stationed at Camp Kilmer, is that it? What do you do there?
I'm a shipping clerk, sir.
Shipping clerk? What about children in your case?
We have one boy a year old.
Oh, boy, when he grows up to one of these beat-the-clock games, he'll have a real wonderful time. So you take one of those and tuck it along there. Sure, you're going to. Incidentally, you can get these, you know, at leading department stores, toy departments, and leading toy stores anywhere in the United States. Hope they all enjoy them as much as we've enjoyed getting it ready for them. Incidentally, we'll find out what your problem is right off. But first, here's Bill Shipley with a big question about television sets.
What do you want most in a TV set? Do you want a clear, bright picture? Do you want a handsome cabinet? Or outstanding value? Well, friends, you get all of this and a lot more, too, in Sylvania's handsome new Fremont. The Fremont gives you a lifelike 21-inch picture that's the clearest and the brightest and the deepest picture you've ever seen. It has a high-definition, aluminized picture tube and the most powerful chassis in all television, Sylvania's exclusive photo-power chassis, that pulls in movie-clear television pictures even if you live in remote fringe areas. And it's available with built-in all-channel UHF, VHF tuning so that you can pick up any station in your area. And the Fremont stylish cabinet is of genuine wood that's carefully hand-finished in blonde Carina or in mahogany veneer, as you see here. So, see the Fremont at your Sylvania television dealers. Examine this tremendous picture. Notice the careful workmanship in the cabinet styling. And you'll see for yourself why the Fremont is your outstanding television value at just $249.95.
Settle down.
Now we see what your problem is. On the $100 clock, we have something I'm sure if you married. The bonus! You get the final bonus. Come on out here. Get your husband. Wow, thank you very much, Wendy. You've seen this, have you?
Sure have.
Boy, I hope you've worked out a theory about it, have you?
I think so.
You think you have? The only thing that you can't do is I tell everybody, well, you cannot spin them together and wrap them around so you catch that. You have to catch one and then the other. Got the idea? Yes. Of course, you can't touch them with your hands at any time. And you have how many seconds to do it? 55 seconds, and it's worth tonight $2,200. Okay, that's about as much as you make in a month in the service, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so there you are. Your hat is on. Are you ready? Go. Go back, get the first one. Hurry up. Nope, you haven't got it. Nope. 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 All right, got it. Don't go too close to it. You'll lose the first one. Stand back a bit. Stand back a bit. Good hard shot. The clock beat you, but man, you came close to that. Oh, you certainly heard that one. Ooh, that was close. Wow. That's a shame, huh? Because you really were. You had to draw the beat on that one. You just so closely missed that one. Well, that doesn't lose you anything. It's worth $2,300 next week. Wow. And, of course, we have a little something for you now that is semi-appropriate to the armed forces. So if you both come over here with me, I'll show you what it is. Thank you, girls. Now, here we have a basket containing some metal pie plates, and here we have a couple of gas masks. Now, what we've done is rigged a little magnet on the end of each of these magnets of the gas mask. They will pick up these metal plates, you see, and if you shake them a little bit, they'll shake off. Now, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to ask you each to put on one of these gas masks. Then when I say go, without using your hands in any way, you can't even hold a gas mask with it, but just walk around with your trunk like an elephant here, pick up these pie plates, which I'll have scattered around the stage, bring them back over to the basket, shake your head, and get them all back in the basket. Got the idea? Start over here, if you will, please. You come over on this side, and you can put this one on, and Wendy will help your fine husband put that one on. In the meantime, I'll take these pie plates out of the basket here and scatter them around on the floor. We'll put one there, one out there, one out there, one out there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. There we have 8 of them, okay? All right. Are you all set? Take a look through the peepholes now. See if you can see where you're going. And the clock tells me that you have how many seconds? 45 to get all those pie plates up. Don't use your hands. Are you ready? Go. Don't use your hands. That's it. You got it. That's it. Take it off. Take it in the basket. That's it. All right, go get another one. Come on. Don't touch your hands. That's it. Come on. You're doing fine. That's it. Take your head. Take your head. Take your head. Take it hard. Take it hard. Take it hard. Take it hard. Say no. Say, oh, you lost it. Here. Over here. Get this. All right, it's off. Come on. Hurry up. Shake it off. Help me out with that one out. Get it over here. Get it over here. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. All right. All right, good. Sit back here if you will, please. Wow, I never saw an elephant shake his trunk any more than you did that one right there. Well, that got you through the $100 clock. And for the $200 clock, we have something I'm sure is familiar to you. Will you both come over here with me? You step on this side of this. You know what this is, sir?
That's an inner tube.
That's a what?
Airplane tire.
An airplane inner tube of an airplane tire. That's right. Now, what you can do, of course, is stand on this. They'll hold a lot of weight. They'll hold the whole airplane. So that's what I want you two to do. Get up on this now, on each side. Careful. And hold right hands. Right hands. And that's the only way you can hold each other in any way. Do you understand? Whoop, what are you bouncing around for? Now, when I say go, I want you to make, without holding each other any other way than the way you are now, 2 complete circuits of this inner tube. Just going around like this, you see? And you have to go around once, back to where you were, and a second time, and we'll stop the clock and you'll beat the clock. Take a look and see how many seconds you have. 55 to do it. Are you ready? Go. Now, easy. 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 Take it easy. Go slow. Go slow. Keep yourself opposite each other. That's the idea. Get easy. Get easy. That's it. Halfway. Take it easy. Don't lose what you've got. Hang on to her. Hang on to your wife. Help her around there. Hang easy. Stay out there. All right. Once more round, and you've done it. Come on, you're doing fine. Once more round. Easy. Easy. You got plenty of time. What was the time to do it? Take it easy. Take it easy. Hang on to your wife. Don't let her balance that she has. Don't let her fall. Doing fine. You're almost there. One more step, and you did it! All right. Got you through the $200 clock. Well, I'm awful glad we did, and now it comes your wife's turn to try for our jackpot clock. If you'll step back over there, sir, and if you'll step up on this little platform and turn around once more and face the audience, don't look till I tell you to. You are now in front of our jackpot board, and we put another saying up there, and again, we've mixed up the words. You put them back in order so that they spell it out in 20 seconds. Don't look till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go. You didn't beat the clock. The clock beat you. It is sticks and stones will break my bones. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. But you've both, again, done all right tonight. You've beaten the $200 clock. Let's see what you've won.
It's Sylvania's wonderful 514 table model television set with attractive wrought iron stand. The 514 brings you Sylvania's incomparable features. A 21-inch picture, famous photo power chassis, and exclusive triple lock tuning. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Schneiders. You have just won a prize worth more than $200.
Congratulations. Nice to have you here with us tonight. Good night. Roxanne, whom have we now?
Fred, I'd like you to meet Douglas and Chief Warrant Officer and Mrs. Willett Beck from New York City.
Well, nice to have you all here. Chief, how are you? Nice to have you two here, Miss Beck. Oh, young man, how are you? What's your name?
Douglas.
How old are you, Doug?
8 years old.
8 years old. What do you want to be when you grow up, son?
I don't know.
Haven't made up your mind yet?
No.
Tell you what, do you like to take pictures?
Yes?
We have a camera for you. Would you bring out... Oh, here's the whole kit and caboodle. We have a Beat the Clock game. Look at there. See there with all those stunts in it? And here we have an Argus 75 camera with a whole supply of Blue Dot for Sure Shot, Sylvania flash bulbs, flash gun, all that goes with it. You're going to have a real good time, aren't you? We can set that up there for you right now, and you can take it out with you when you go. And as for your mother and father, we're going to find out what business is operating for them on the $100 clock right off the bat. First of all, however, here's Bill Shipley to throw some bright light on flash photography.
You bet. You know, the most important thing about flash bulbs is to be sure that they'll flash when they're needed. And when you use dependable Sylvania Blue Dot flash bulbs, you can be sure they'll flash, even if the batteries in your flash gun happen to be old and weak. The reason? Sylvania's quick flash filament, an advantage that Blue Dot flash bulbs have offered for more than 17 years. Now, this tiny wire is the key to the whole flash process because it touches off this tiny primer, which in turn ignites this aluminum wire that actually makes the flash. And this whole flash process is precisely timed to flash at the exact thousandths of a second that your camera shutter is open. Now, to make sure that every Sylvania filament is absolutely top quality, each step in its manufacture, from the tungsten ore right through to the finished wire, is performed in Sylvania's own plants. The result, top performance and greater dependability of all Sylvania flash bulbs. And you'll find that it will pay you to use Sylvania Blue Dot flash bulbs for your next pictures. You'll see how much clearer and sharper your pictures are. And you'll see why more people use Sylvania Blue Dot flash bulbs than all other brands combined.
Attention, anyone on 70. Call 800-719-5870.
All right, now, the problem on the $100 clock, we have a little problem that should fall into your background and training, sir. If you and your wife will come over here with me. Son, if you want to come over here and watch, you can. Come on, stand over here with us. All right, now, if you stand right behind that supply of saucers there, and you, sir, if you'll get in between the two, that's the idea. You notice that there are saucers over there and cups over there, see? Now, if I asked you, standing right in between those two, if you could start doing right face and continue to do it, I assume you could do it, right? Let's see if you can. You ready? Right face, hop. Two, do it right, come on. Hup, two, hup, two, hup, two, hup, two, hup, two. That's the idea. Fine, okay, now, that's what we want you to do. When I say go, I'll start counting like that. Maybe some of you guys in the audience, if you want to, you can count with him. Do a little cadence for him. And what you do is you do not stop, right facing. You keep on doing it without stopping at any time. Meantime, you right-handed, sir? Hold your right hand out and balance the saucer on the back of it, if you will. Spread your fingers out so you get some support for it. Spread them out there, good, so you get a good steady balance. Because what you're going to have to do is this. While he is hup-toing right-facing all around the line, you keep running around. You put a cup on the saucer, you come back and put a saucer on the cup, then a cup on the saucer and the saucer on the cup until he's got 4 of them stacked up there. Got the idea? All right, keep stacking, and if they drop and break, we'll start and pick up from there. Okay. No, upside down. You got to put them right side up. You know, the saucer, the cup, the saucer, the cup. Okay, take a look at the clock. How many seconds do we have? We have 55. Are you ready? Go. Hup, two, hup, two, hop, two, hop, two, hop, two, hop, two, hop, two, hop, two. Run around. Hop, two, hop, two, hop, two, hop, two, hop, two. To the right face. Hop, two, hop, two, hop, two, hop, two. Careful. Hop, two. One more. Hop, two. All right. Take a firm hand if I ever saw one. Come on back over and quickly. Our time has run out. My goodness, on the $200 clock just ahead. Now, let me ask you something. Can you come back next week?
I believe so.
You're stationed near enough here where you can. Where are you?
Down at the Military Sea Transport Service at 59th and 1st Avenue.
Oh, good enough. Then you can come back. Oh, well, you'll be our first contestants next week. You come back too, son. You hear? Okay? And we'll see you then as our first contestants next week. At the same time, we've used up all our seconds and minutes for tonight. But right now, this is Bud Collier speaking for Sylvania, hoping that next time may be your time to beat the clock. Good night, everybody.
Bill Todman production, produced in association with the CBS Television Network. Roxanne's Gone by Nat Kaplan. Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania. This is Vern Bennett reminding you to tune in every week at the same time for...
In honor of Armed Forces Week, the United States Army Drill Team introduces a